Death of a Unicorn? Let's talk about it. I know, I got a haircut, flexing the haircut, had to do it, had to take off the hat. My hair is getting wild. Jaeger bombs! If you know, you know. This movie is a dark comedy written and directed by Alex Sharfman, starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. Supporting cast, Will Poulter, Tiana Leone, Richard E. Grant. I've been a Paul Rudd fan ever since I Love You Man, you know. Slap it a bass! Jenna Ortega right now, she is the it girl for horror movies, so give her props for that. I'm gonna be 100% honest, I was gonna skip this one until I became a little overwhelmed with editing, doing my open mics. I had a random show a couple days ago for stand-up. I crushed that shit. I needed a self-care day right before I was gonna go do this show. So what a better way to spend my time than watching Death of a Unicorn. Honestly, who doesn't need self-care when the world is going the way it is? Let's be honest, I think we might be cooked. So the movie begins with Elliot and Ridley going on a family trip, more like a work trip, and you know, they encounter a unicorn. Let me tell you how. Elliot is Paul Rudd, and he's kind of like this overly neurotic guy trying to close a deal and like get his boss to sign this paperwork. And Jenna Ortega plays an angsty teenager who loves to vape. While driving to this remote location, Elliot is bringing his daughter to this billionaire's house to close this deal. On the way, they run into a literal fucking unicorn. Hence the name, Death of a Unicorn. Little spoiler alert, you know, they hit the unicorn, they think it's definitely like a horse or a deer. That's what would be my automatic thought, is hitting a deer. But, you know, they come to find out it's a unicorn. They're surprised by the fact that it is a unicorn. And you know, Paul Rudd's character decides like, you know, we gotta put it out of its misery. And while this encounter is happening, Ridley, Jenna Ortega, grabs the horn and has like the trippiest trip that you're ever gonna see. And then they wake up from the trip with Paul Rudd just like beating the shit out of the fucking unicorn. They got blood on their face and everything, right? So Elliot and Reed Kittner arrive to the house and they have to entice the Leopolds because this is what Elliot wants. The daughter really doesn't want to be there. She's kind of shook. And while they're enticing or attempting to entice the Leopold family, some shit goes wrong, and for some reason, I don't know why they did this. Maybe it's because it pushes the movie forward, and how would they get the unicorn there? But the unicorn like kind of wakes up and shit goes down, revealing to the entire Leopold family that there is a unicorn in the back of the car. This movie is a classic right versus wrong. It plays on power dynamics and wealth inequality. It's all displayed on this weird weekend involving a dead unicorn. Now I want to give you a heads up. I kind of gave you like the little bit of the first act, but I don't want to reveal what happens at the house or the ending because I personally like this film quite a bit. If you are caught up with unicorn lore, maybe you know exactly what kind of vibes are going to be happening, but if you're not, please watch the movie. I personally am not too well versed in unicorn lore, but I will say Jenna Ortega's character, Ridley, kind of catches you up with that. She's definitely like the teacher to the audience and to everyone in that house on this fucked up weekend. So if you don't know much about the unicorn lore, they're going to showcase it with her character. From acid trip moments to literally laughing out loud to how out of touch these wealthy people are and realizing that the universe is a wide, vast place, I'd highly recommend you watching this movie because I had overall a great time watching this film. I love A24. I was surprised by this film. To me, I feel like it's a very original idea, and if the trailer's not selling you on it, or the main cast, which they honestly should, please listen to me and go watch this movie. I thought it was great. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more reviews like this, or if you like the last review as a tell-all and I spoiled a little bit of everything. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time.